I recently bought this Victorian portrait and decided to bring it to life by adding colour. After researching, I've uncovered the fascinating story of the child behind the photo. Ethel Grace Wood was born in 1872 in Hampstead, London. Ethel was the youngest of 4 children to Charles Wood and Jane Harris. The Wood family lived here at Rosslyn House along with numerous servants. Her father was a highly successful wine merchant. Later in life, he took on the role as a Justice of Peace magistrate, someone who enforces local laws, and often acted as a judge in petty sessions. It was an unpaid position, held by prominent landowners, who usually took part for status reasons. The family also had a secondary estate in Buckden, called Outershaw Hall, which had at least 8 bedrooms. Not far from the hall stood the old schoolhouse, which was built in memory of her father's first wife, Lydia, who he had 2 children with. The building still stands today, with the family name Woods on a column supporting an arch, a lasting testament to their legacy. After the death of her father in 1893, Ethel remained at home with her mother and sister. In time, the family relocated to Eastbourne, settling on Arundel Road by 1911. The later census records show that she lived on private means, a phrase commonly used to indicate that she did not work for a living, relying instead on the family's wealth. Ethel did pick up her own passions and interests, especially wildlife and birds. She wrote several newspaper articles regarding these matters, and was also an active member in the local RSPCA branch in Eastbourne, both serving on the committee and donating money to their cause. Just like her father, Ethel was enthusiastic about art, especially watercolours, and her work had been described as charming. Ethel never married and stayed close to her family. The unmarried status of upper-class women was not uncommon for many reasons, such as prioritising their careers or having high standards for partners due to their independent financial status. I also have a picture of Gertrude, Ethel's sister, who shared a similar path. Like Ethel, Gertrude never married and stayed very close to her family. Both women led relatively individual lives and passed away within a few years of each other, Ethel in 1945 and her sister in 1948. After Ethel's death, the papers described her as a great lover of animals and a true friend of birds. The life of Ethel and her sister provides us with a glimpse into the world of 2 sisters who, despite living in an era that emphasized marriage and motherhood, chose a different path, one of quiet independence and personal fulfillment.